Don't forget to follow the Meticulous Manicurist on your social media sites. Remember to subscribe for a new video every Tuesday. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Meticulous Manicurist nail tutorials. If this is your first time here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when I upload my next video. Today we're going to be doing some black and white acrylic nails, so stay tuned. Today we're going to be doing the other hand of some black and white acrylic with some lace on top of the black. We're going to go from an oval shape to, some people call it ballerina, that's what I put in the description, but it's like a tapered square. Too narrow, kind of looks funny on my hands. I have big hands, big head, so I don't want teeny tiny nails. So we're gonna do a sculpted nail. I've already prepped and primed my nails, and now I'm just gonna put on the forms and get started. I apologize that throughout this video that the little screen is going to get big and then go back little again because the two cameras weren't recording at the same rate of speed with the voice, so I had to split the clips and then scoot it backwards a little bit. So I apologize if that drives you a little bit crazy. So we're going to be using white acrylic and then a little bit of Boogie Nights lights, like a silver glitter acrylic on top. And when I did my other hand, it was awful. The temperature in here is not right. I turned on my space heater. It's still weird. We're having freezing rain outside right now, so nothing's going my way. So hopefully this goes a little better. It's really hard to get your finger where you need it to be with these long forms on. Pay close attention to how shiny the acrylic is. The cold temperature is preventing it from drying properly, so I have to be very careful not to let it pool down around the cuticle area. I'm gently patting it into place and then smoothing it up the nail. So I'm going to get my initial shape on with the form, and then I'm going to take the form off to build the rest of my nail because it's really hard to hold your finger in this weird shape. And I have the teeniest, tiniest blow dryer ever, and it dries stuff fast. This being a troubleshooting video because nothing went right during shooting this video because it was so cold, you can see how the brush sticks and makes like deep ripples in the acrylic when I'm trying to touch it. If you were doing this on a client and it kept happening, you would want to just leave it alone. Let it sit there for like 10 or 15 seconds before you even tried to move it around, because it can get worse before it gets better if it's not setting up properly and you're trying to move it. It's easier to move it when it has already started to set up some. Okay, so this next one is going to be have a black tip, so I'm just going to go ahead and put the white reverse base on it. Watch how the brush causes indentations when I try to move the acrylic. This wouldn't happen if the temperature weren't so cold in here right now. So to try and counteract that, I'm going to remove some of the liquid out of the brush before I set the bead, the next bead on the nail. Oh, I'm smashing my other thumb. So removing the liquid did help some. You can see that I'm able to press it and move it into place better. And it's not that I have too much liquid in the brush to begin with, because this is a tiny brush. This is like a size 4 brush, I believe. This one's going to be all black. On that one too. Again, I set the back of the brush on a paper towel to remove the liquid, place the bead on the nail tip, and you can see that I'm able to actually press it and move it without the bristles sticking into the acrylic. Now remember, I'm just getting my nail shape here so I can take the form off to get it out of my way, because I am going to be adding another layer on top of this of the silver acrylic. So this is a tiny brush, it's just a size 4. I don't like my nails thick. I like nice and thin natural nails. And if you use a smaller brush, it just helps control. You can always add more acrylic to the nail. It's really hard to have to file too much acrylic off. You can see I didn't learn my lesson. I'm trying to still apply the bead of acrylic without removing the liquid, and it's too wet, it's too sticky because it's too cold in the room. Different brands of acrylic and different brands of acrylic liquid are going to react differently in different temperatures as well. Doesn't even have a brand of acrylic. I bought it off eBay. It just came in an assorted number of colors. So I think it's going to maybe act a little bit differently, but it doesn't. It's still not setting up the way it's supposed to either. Now black or any other color of acrylic will get stuck in your brush too, so you should do all your lighter colors first and then move to your darker colors or use a separate brush. I should have mentioned this at the beginning of the tutorial, but when you're applying your forms to your fingers, it's easier to get them straight if you pinch the tip of the form together before you apply it to the nail. Just like what I just did. Now you've got black acrylic in your liquid, so you've got to get that out. Soak all that up. I've missed the garbage can like 6 times. It's all over the floor. That's okay. Okay. So I'm going to shape these a little bit, and then I'm going to add some silver acrylic on top. Maybe it would help if I stopped wiggling the table. Who's commenting? Let's see. Rose Devaney. That was sweet. Oops. Roberta. Charlotte Selby. Okay, when I'm done, I'll respond to you guys. Oh, I can't wait to take this off. In addition to how long it took the acrylic to set up while I was doing my nails, I had a lot of interruptions. My children were home during the day because of the bad weather, and my battery died in my overhead camera, but I'm going to charge it up and it'll be back on in just a few minutes. And I guess I can take this opportunity to talk to you guys about the method of my filing. I call it the bow method. Just like playing a violin, how you move the bow over top of the strings to make music. That's how I file nails. I try to keep in constant contact with it so you don't have any sharp lines, you know, when you go around the nail. This one got out of control. So I always go around the cuticles first, side walls, look down the center of it to see where any of my lumps and bumps are that I need to get out. And then you can kind of feel where the file hits the skin, you know you're flush, and then the same on the other side. That one's tired. So my favorite file is an OPI 150 grit. Not all 150 grits are made the same. I've bought some of other brands and whew, they're terrible. I'll never buy another brand of 150 grit file ever. OPI is the best. And this is their 180 grit and I like it too. Okay, so they don't have to be perfect because I'm going to be putting some silver on top of the white. And then I'm going to file again. So this is too high back here. This white acrylic is hard. It's not easy to file. It's the Out the Door brand, INM. I never realized it was hard to file until I had it on the whole nail. I want these tips to be soft. Got on the cubicle, get filed it off. Not easy to stay underneath this camera and work. My nails are never perfect. I'm always in too much of a hurry. Down the nail. After buffing the nail, I'm going to clean off the nail plate, go over it with a little bit of alcohol. I'm going to apply the stamping, which you can't see because my camera dies again. You can see when I'm just sitting at the table, but you're not going to get the overhead view. And then I'm going to apply a clear gel top coat and then cure that. So keep watching if you want to see me applying the stamp. You just won't have that overhead view, and then you'll see the reveal pictures at the end. Alright everybody, thanks for watching. I hope you learned something today. I'm going to take some pictures of these for my thumbnail photo, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.